Yo, 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 what up, YouTube? DJ Willie C broadcasting live from the Grand Parental Establishment of Residence. No, not really feeling it today. Not really at all. Or at least I wasn't until I made the mistake of broadcasting that sentiment live to the internet, where I was ambushed by the master of motivation himself, admiral of encouragement, dictator of desire, captain of coercion. Too much. Sam Burns himself. You might know him better around these parts as we see 88 or Gurnal 01 himself. In any case, this video is dedicated in loving memory of Sam. So what video is this, you ask? It was supposed to be a non-trivial retelling of my marvelous UK experience, but that was far too hard, involved too many moving parts, so it's just going to be a trivial retelling of the same. 3, 2, 1, here we go. Wednesday, March 28th, Indianapolis to Philadelphia, then a nice overnight flight to London Heathrow. Hung around this general area for a couple of days with people at the hostel. No notable violence beyond a group of 12-year-olds assaulting us with french fries for cursing at them in Kurdish, which I do. On Saturday, guest starred in Georaga's Epic Apocalypse Down, linked to below, then hung out at a pub for a few hours. At this point, I should mention I decided to eschew documentary concerns in favor of a better experience, so picture taking was limited. Next day, met the lovely Olivia for sushi and so had some nice conversation, took a winding path back to the hostel, woke up and hopped on the train for Edinburgh, which looked like this, got not one but 2 free pints from the gentleman on the left.
Johann Sebastian is back. Not bark.
Bark.
Anyone says bark, I'll kill him. Lengthen the A a little bit, but don't go bark.
Bark.
There's nothing to do with trees.
Did a mini Scotch distillery tour, found out that April's not in fact a synonym for springtime in the Highlands, found out that the dram is 25 milliliters, which is less than a standard ounce. Used the last day of my train pass on Thursday to get to Cardiff, which looks like this. Stayed over at Ed Stockham's with roommates Robbie, Josh, and Mark. Went out one night and stayed in the other, but stayed in hardcore. Also, it introduced me to the Torchwood Wailing Wall, which I understood not well, but well enough to know that I'd better pay my respects to Porianto. Back to London on Saturday for the official giant Easter YouTube gathering, which was about 2/3. Not perhaps especially my scene, but the other third was quite nice. Allegedly, you can find me in the other footage, but the only one I'm sure of is this video by JamiesFace featuring me as a zombie with Tourette's and Ed as... I don't know. Stopped at a pub for some nice chatting with folks from the gathering before making our way to an Ed Plant gig way up here. Hung around for a bit and then hit energy while I had to go sleep. Sunday I had lunch at some vague afternoon meal with Tom Milsom, who made an inspired choice of eatery. Went and listened to some music for a couple hours, went back, killed Monday wandering around and waiting to take the horrifying but reasonably priced overnight coach to Paris, which looked like this, where I ate some nice food, did some touristy things, and found one of the rumored 3 craft beer bars in the whole city. Fun fact, you want to find the jolly folks in any locale, just find the craft beer. Wonderful. Back in England on Friday and straight out to see ShmoNerd, Rob Caution family down in Somerset, who were wonderfully hospitable. Documentation already exists for this, but let's add Sheppy cider and proper cream tea and this disaster. Sunday to London, which looks like this. Spent the last few days with Georgie Boy Shankston, his cool housemates Alex, Beth, and Lindsay. We did all kinds of fun stuff like cook burgers and take a picture and watch cards, which is hilarious because I know all the NASCAR jokes. My last trip out to split this bourbon-soaked American motor oil with Tom, who'd been deemed likeliest candidate for appreciation. Also took my only legit portrait-style picture of the whole trip under proper supervision, of course. That took us to Wednesday morning, April 18th, 6 a.m., and that's when I left. And that was it. It was the best thing I've ever done, I believe. If I had to say something non-trivial, something profound about the whole thing, I wouldn't just be able to sit here and say something profound, but I would be able to write down something profound, then memorize it, and then speak it. Like this. It was like bursting from the unpleasant malaise of an inauthentic waking dream into a real life that is not at all my own, but nevertheless feels like a projection of my mind's deeply embedded notions of where exactly I belong in spirit, and then slipping back into the original dream, which is where I am right now, which explains that second thing I said right at the beginning. Thank you very much. You've all been wonderful. Have an excellent night. Here's a final summary if you want to be credited differently, if you're not here and want to be credited, or if you're here and don't want to be credited. Actually, that'd be kind of tough. Please let me know, or don't worry about it because very few people will watch this video.